Hello viewers, welcome to today's episode of the Mrs. Amma Show. So today is what I call Career Tuesdays, my blog for those of you who are subscribed to me now, and if you're new to this show, welcome. But my channel is structured such that every Tuesdays we've got what we call Career Days, and this is where I give tips and advice on how to be our very best at work, how to excel at work, how to advance at work, get that promotion, get 100% of the bonus, just things related to work and progressing at our workplace. And then on Fridays is what I call Money Talk, and that's where I give useful tips and advice on how to stretch our hard-earned dollar, how to invest, where to invest, what to invest in, how to, start to save, imbibe the culture of saving and growing our nest egg. So today's segment on Career Tuesday, I'm going to be talking on, it's sort of like a part 2 of a vlog that I did earlier, which is how to ace the interview. So this is the part 2 of how to ace the interview. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, how to ace the interview, at the end of this vlog, I'm going to leave a link. Click on it, review it. If you've seen it, review it again, refresh your memory. If you are in the job market, seeking and looking for jobs and you're actively interviewing, that earlier vlog as well as this part 2 are a must watch to get some useful tips on how to land that job. So without further ado, I'm just going to delve right into it. And today I'm going to be giving you 3 additional tips that will seal the deal, just make you really now go and get that job. Number 1 is look the part. Looking the part is just exactly what it is. You look the part. If this job is really important to you, you have to go and present yourself in a very professional manner. So look the part. Ladies, this means if you're going, you want to show up in a skirt suit, so professionally dressed. I like skirt suits. Some people like pantsuits, but I like skirt suits. So show up in a nice, clean, crisp skirt suit. Ensure that it is nicely laundered. Take it to the dry cleaners maybe the weekend before. Have it nicely laundered. Make sure there are no creases, no wrinkles, and just look sharp, crisp and sharp. Your hair, ladies, make sure it's a nice, presentable, simple look. Nothing crazy. Now is not the time to go get some crazy braids or some crazy kind of maybe highlighting, maybe like a purple and a blue. No. This is a professional environment and you want to come across as professional. So a nice, simple look. Nice, presentable. Just be yourself. 3 is, in terms of looking the part, grooming. Just overall grooming, right? So your makeup, your nails, make sure your nails is nicely manicured, or if you're not really into manicures, just keep it short. Again, ladies, now is not the time to go crazy on the manicures. So no blue, pink, purple, different color for each, fingernail. No, nice and clean. Come across, shoes nicely polished, no scuff marks or anything like that. Just, come with your best. Jewelry, nice and simple, just a nice, earring like that. If you must wear a necklace, just keep it nice and simple. So nice simple pearls, maybe. And then perfume. It is important that you don't wear too much perfume that comes across as overbearing. I mean, have you ever entered a room or walked by someone and this this very strong whiff of perfume just sort of like assailed your senses? It could be very overbearing. You want to go, keep it light, wear the perfume, but keep it light. Guys, again, grooming is universal. Guys, your hair, nice, clean, crisp look, keep it short, get a haircut the day before or the weekend before, make sure you come across as tidy. Facial hairs, I would say I'm an advocate of keeping it clean, but I know some guys like to keep maybe a mustache or like a little, but just keep it nicely trimmed. Keep it clean preferably, or keep it nicely trimmed if you must wear facial hair. Nails, same goes for you guys. Nice and short, clean, nice and short nails. Go to the interview looking very presentable. A nice, clean suit, preferably darker colors, so nothing loud. You want to wear the dark colors, your black, grays, or your navies, or your dark charcoal. You want to do those. Shoes should match up with your belt. Nicely polished shoes. The color of the shoes should match up with the color of the belt. So if you're going to wear brown shoes or tan shoes, then your belt should be brown or tan. If it's black shoes, go with a black belt. Just look presentable. So that's look the part. Number 2 is what I call interview the interviewer. This just simply means that at the end of the interview, at that stage where the interviewer asks you, the candidate, if you have any questions for him or her, never ever say you do not have. That is the excellent time to go and ask the interviewer your 2 or 3 solid questions. Always have the 2 or 3 solid questions. This is your opportunity to find out more about the business, find out more about the role, find out more about the interviewer. This is the opportunity to do so. So you could ask the interviewer, if you were to hire me, when I come on board, what can I do to make your life a whole lot easier? Or what can I do to ensure that you, my manager, earn 5 gold stars at the end of the year and you earn 100% of your bonus? This would tell the manager that, oh wow, okay, this guy or lady is already projecting him or herself in this role and is already asking the necessary questions to ensure that he excels in this role. And not only do you excel, but you also make the manager excel. That's a plus. So always go with 2 to 3 excellent, solid questions to ask the interviewer, what I call interview the interviewer. That's 2. The third tip is send a thank you note. So at the end of the interview, once you get home and you're settled in, or if from the interview you go to work, after work you get home, you're settled in, just whip up your laptop and put together a nice thank you note email to send to the interviewer. Nothing elaborate, 3 to 5 lines maximum. This is really a good opportunity to rehash what you learned from the interviewer. Thank the interviewer for taking time out of his or her busy schedule to interview you, and then wrap it up by stating that basically just rehashing why you are the ideal candidate for the job. So something along the lines of, thank you very much for taking time from your busy schedule to interview me. You provided a lot of insights during the interview about the company and about the role, one that I would really like to be a part of. As a rehash, I bring aboard my detail orientation skills. I bring I'm highly dedicated person. I have X years of experience in ABC, and this is why I should have the job. So you tie it up in a nice neat bow and you send that off. Some career coaches are indifferent about sending thank you notes. I think it's a courteous thing to do. If anything, to just thank the interviewer for his or her time. And plus, you just come across as someone who's courteous, and who is aware or sensitive about my time. So you come across as someone who's sensitive about me, your interviewer's time. And it just says a lot. There's a little thing. The 3 tips again are: look the part. It is important. Appearances are everything. What's the saying that don't judge a book by its cover? Cannot be so far from the truth. It does not apply in this case. Unfortunately, appearances do matter, and you will be judged seriously by your cover. So if you come across very unprofessional, hair unkempt, an unkempt outlook, maybe your suit is all creased up, all wrinkled, how do you expect the interviewer or me as the interviewer to take you seriously? So, and I will judge you. It's human nature. People judge. In this case, more so before you open your mouth to speak, your appearance or your outlook says it all. So look the part. You want to get the job, make sure you dress professionally to go get that job. So 1. 2 is interview the interviewer. Have 2 to 3 solid questions, excellent questions to ask the interviewer at the end of the interview. It's just an excellent way to get more information about the business, about the segment or the industry, or what's going on in politics that's affecting the company, or even just a good way to get to know more about the interviewer, him or herself. So interview the interviewer. And then 3 is you wrap it up. At the end of the day, send a thank you note. Preferably, you want to send this thank you note within 24 hours of the interview. Any longer than that, then it just becomes stale. So send it within 24 hours of the interview, 3 to 5 sentences or lines, 3 to 5 lines max, and you're just really thanking the interviewer for taking time to interview you, rehashing why you are the ideal candidate for the role, and thanking him for providing insights on the business and on the role. Again, if you've not reviewed the part 1 of how to ace the interview, go and review it. I will leave a link up at the end of this vlog. Review it again. It has some excellent tips. So those 3 tips there plus these 3 tips, I see no reason why you can't get the job. I I would also love to hear from you if there are other ways that you employed on how to get the job, or other tips that you want to share, or you want to share with me. Leave it below in the comment section below so that others can also learn from it. If there are any vlogs on careers that you want me to talk about, kindly leave me comments below, and I'll be more than happy to do the research and to put together a vlog. In the next coming 2 to 3 vlogs, I'll be delving more into interviewing, how to interview, how to answer some specific tough interview questions, what we call, or what is known as behavioral types of interviews. So have you ever gotten the question, tell me about yourself? When you get that question, how do you respond to that? Well, I am, besides stating the obvious, right? Well, I'm a girl, I'm a woman, hopefully you don't respond that way. I'm a woman, so how do you answer to such questions? Tell me about yourself. Or the quintessential question that we all get asked and no one likes is, tell me about your biggest weakness. I mean, my biggest weakness? I sleep too much? No. Okay, just joking. So I am going to be vlogging about how do you answer types of questions like that. They come up all the time. In short, behavioral types of interviews are more commonplace these days because it's a very good way of companies or interviewers to really draw out the key personalities in these candidates. You can learn a lot from a candidate from that one big question. Tell me about your biggest weakness, or tell me about yourself, or tell me about a time where you faced a difficult situation and how you handled it. You can get a lot of insight into candidates just from how they respond to those types of questions. So I'm so super excited. I'll be vlogging about them in the next 2 or 3 vlogs. So until the next episode of the Mrs. Amma Show Career Talk, I say you go well, you get that job. If you are in the market interviewing right now, you can do this. Review the vlogs and apply these tips. You will definitely get the job. You stay well.